Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mathematics Tutorials here on Facebook. My name is Eric. Now in this episode we're going to solve WASSCE 2021 question number 3A, which is on circle theorems. Before we actually begin, let's give recognition to the following personalities in the names of Minta Genesis, Ifia Dakwa, and Chuchu K. Moore for actually solving the question and submitting their answers ahead of time. Now, as to whether the answers are correct or wrong, when I solve, you will compare with what you have done, and then you'll be able to make amends where possible. All right. Now, I've seen this question solved by three different people, but then the process was very cumbersome and complex. All right. Though mathematics is not a difficult subject, but then, as we all know, there are people who are struggling with mathematics or do struggle with mathematics. And so when you are explaining things like this, or when you are explaining mathematics to people, you should be comprehensive enough for them to understand you, but not rather complicating things for them, not to make things complicated. So it's just a suggestion. Now come with me. Let's see how I'm going to solve this problem. All right, let's look at the diagram carefully. We were actually told that the diagram is a circle MNPR with center O, as we can see. All right, let's create this over here. So with center O, so the center is O, we can see it. And then the reflex angle, we're saying that the reflex angle at O is 204. That is what we were told. And then angle M, that is the angle NMO, is 52 degrees. That is what we were told. And we are to find the value of M. All right, so that is it. Now let's look at this diagram carefully. Apart from this circle that we see here, how many quadrilaterals do we see inside the circle? What is a quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a four-sided closed figure. All right, so this is a quadrilateral. That is MNPR is a quadrilateral. You can see it. Apart from that, we can see another quadrilateral, MOPR. You can see it. Then we can see another special type of quadrilateral, which is let's say NMOP. You can see this is another special type of quadrilateral. It is special because this is a concave quadrilateral. So let me draw it out. Can you see this shape? If I put N in that position where it is, and I put M in the same position where it is, all right, and then I put P here, then this is O. So this is not drawn to scale. So this is O. So I put O here and I put 204 over. So you can see that this I have drawn it out. Now this is a quadrilateral, and it is called a concave quadrilateral. Now what is a concave quadrilateral? A concave quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon that has one interior angle greater than 180 degrees. So can you see that one interior angle is greater than 180 degrees? So that defines a concave quadrilateral, and that is it. So it can be turned, it can be drawn the opposite way, it can be drawn this way. So anyhow it is drawn, this is still a quadrilateral, and it is a concave quadrilateral, or it is called a DART. D-A-R-T. That is what it is. All right, so now looking at this, if we put this over here, if we want to know this angle that is here, what are we going to do? We are just going to, this is a complete circle. So if this reflex angle is 204 degrees, when we subtract 204 degrees from a complete angle of a complete circle of 360 degrees, then of course what will be here is MOP will be 156 degrees, so that the total will give us 360. Then we know that this side is 52 degrees. Then we know that this is M. So now if we should know, and then knowing 156 degrees means we shall know N, because the relationship between MNP and this MOP is that half of this angle here will give us this angle here. So twice this angle here will give us this angle here. That is, in circle theorem, we're told that twice the angle at circumference is equal to the angle at center. And so half the angle at center is equal to the angle at circumference also. So that's it. So once we know this, it means we know that. So now knowing this 1, 2, 3, 4, when we sum them up, it gives us 360 degrees. And then why can't we find the value of m? So we can easily find the value of m without having to draw any line here to find this angle, before we shall find the total here and know the total here and know before we will find the value of m. No, that is a very complex and cumbersome process. That is not simple at all. Alright, so this is it. We just take that quadrilateral out, we find the angle that is here, which is MOP. MOP helps us to find MNP. Now, knowing MNP, we just add 52 plus 204 plus MNP plus M, we get 360. So work is explained. Let's get going. Let's put figures into display. All right. So now we've got the skill. Let's transform it into action. So now what do we do here? Let's say we put here solution. So let's put here solution. Now let's find MOP. So angle MOP. So we shall say that from the diagram, so whatever we are doing, we are making reference to the diagram. So from the diagram, MOP is equal to, we shall have 360 degrees minus, that is 204, which is 204 degrees. And that gives us 360 minus 204 will give us 156. So we shall have 156 degrees. So that is MOP. Now, MOP will help us to find M and P because they have a relationship. So we say that angle M and P will just be equal to half of angle MOP. Alright, which will be equal to half of angle MOP. We have calculated to be 156, so that will give us 156 degrees. And that will give us 78 degrees. So that's it. So it means we now know that this angle here is 78 degrees. We know that this is 52. We know that this is 204. We know that that is M. So when we sum the 4 up, it should give us 360 degrees. Remember, we have said that the angles of a quadrilateral, the 4 angles of a quadrilateral sums up to 360 degrees. So let's come here and find the answer of M, or the value of M. So what we're going to do is that we are going to say that that is MNP, all right, plus 52 degrees plus 204 degrees plus RM will give us 360 degrees. All right. Now let's substitute. What is the value of MNP? MNP is equal to 78 degrees. So we shall have 78 degrees plus 52 degrees. So that is 52 degrees plus 204 degrees plus M is equal to 360 degrees. So when we add 78 to 52 and add to 204, that gives us 334. So this gives us 334 degrees. So plus M will be equal to 360 degrees. All right. Now what do we do here? Let's transpose. Let's find. Let's take, or let's subtract 334 from both sides of the equation. So we shall have M to be equal to 360 degrees minus 334 degrees. And so RM is equal to 26 degrees, and that is the answer to this question. Now, when you go to watch the solution, as you are watching the solution of this problem, or as we are watching this solution, you will see in red written subscribe. So subscribe. Now, when you subscribe to a video, it doesn't take anything away from you. It's just like sharing a video, just like liking a video. When you subscribe, it means that anytime I do anything here on my channel, I put anything here on my channel, you will be notified of it. That's it. So subscribe to my channel here, and then if you want to recommend my channel to other people, it's just Asiedu-Somuah Math Tutorials. So Asiedu-Somuah Math Tutorials, and then you'll see my videos there. You can subscribe and watch solutions to questions and tutorials. All right. So now subscribe to my channel. My Facebook is actually, I've exhausted my friend request. So if you want to send me a friend request, I might not be able to respond. So what you have to do is, instead of sending me a friend request, do follow me rather on Facebook or on Instagram or on TikTok, and then you'll be in touch with me. On that note, thank you very much for viewing this solution to WASSCE 2021 question number 3A. Join me in my next and other videos. Bye bye.